Last night I watched a video with Macka Diamond.
Man, take the board and lick me straight right back through the iron gate. Right through the
gate. And she was explaining about many years ago when she was started off in the music business, where she was abused. She said not sexually, but physically abused, like life and death. And she was very inspired to do that after watching and listening to Tanya Stevenson, because what she said she found out was that while she thought it was her alone in this thing, she realized that other persons are in it, meaning to say other women also experience the same trauma. Then I recently had interviewed my good friend from school days, Marlene Sherwood, or Marlene Hitman, the book The Lies I Tell.
Me that this is what I'm going through. This is the life that I've known for years. I just never made the connection between the act. Like I knew the word because my cousin before had, used it to describe the actions that the dog did, but I never realized that it was the same thing related to what people did. And that was the normal that I knew before at the age of 10. And it's very hard for me to talk about.
And it is pointing to this epidemic. It's pointing to this virus which is around in Jamaica. Okay, it's in the world, but let's speak about Jamaica, because that's what we are talking about here, Jamaica. And all I can say really, ladies and gentlemen, and for men, especially at this time, is that we've got to somehow show some level of support to women at this time. Because what I sense and what I know, and speaking to Marlene, is that she has been receiving a lot of messages from women who are going through it, but fear to speak out, fear of the repercussion. Just like Macka Diamond, she break down crying, thinking that she may have to get bodyguard now. That young girl, that Chinese girl or a Singaporean girl from Australia with Richie Stevenson, all of that. It's like there's this massive skeleton which we all know about. These massive skeletons are coming out. They are dirty. They're underneath the rug, and they are coming out. So all I can say is that I'm putting my head on the block there by putting my support to this, because I've done a few interviews in this particular area, and as a childcare practitioner, a lot of girls, a lot of children are still being abused today. To this day, they are still abused, and years on, 20 years on, they are going to be coming out with their story to say what they went through. But we've got to sort of stop this systematic thing. Jamaica's got to really get a grip on this. Yes, I'm singling out Jamaica because I'm Jamaican. And also the whole aspect with this sex register, there's always different stories going about it, whether it exists, whether or not, who can see it or who cannot. But it's got to be serious about this thing, because we're going to keep hearing more. And I believe with the work of Marlene, the work of our Tanya Stevenson, Mr. Vegas, and all these persons coming out, and they are like alone, but we are now got to have to come and support these persons, support them so they don't feel alone, because a lot of women are suffering, the males are suffering also, boys who are being abused by men and also by women out there. And that's all I want to say. Putting my head on the block there and putting my support completely behind this movement in order to support women, because mental health is a serious thing, and a lot of people are suffering in trauma at this time. Okay, so that's all I want to say, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sylourne. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Feel me.